One thing is for sure, before you can get a person to whip out their wallet and give you cash or credit card, you must first get into his mind and heart. William Bernbach captured this very well when he said that nothing is so powerful as an insight into human nature. What compulsions drive a man? What instincts dominate his action? If you know these things about a man, you can touch him at the core of his being. That statement explains the power of understanding consumer behavior, the logic of consumer behavior, the emotions behind consumer behavior, why, what, when, and the like. It will give you a competitive edge and help you attract and win more customers and expand your business, generating more profits and fulfilling your mission and your purpose in this world. Consumer behavior focuses on how individuals make decisions to spend their resources such as money, time, on consumption. You want to know what's the motivation of the consumer for buying the product. You need to have a clear picture of the real reason behind the consumer's need for your product. Focus on the question why. Why does the consumer want your product or service? What specific needs does it meet for their life? Think from a consumer perspective. That means think about benefits, not features. This way, you will be able to get the real motivation, the real reason that influences consumer choice. And this will help you to find strategies that you can get customers to buy more from you. Consider the physical aspect of the product or service. Even the credit card, the card itself is a physical part. In the banking service, the checkbook is a physical part. And even in the service situation like a beauty salon, the environment is part of the physical environment that determines how the customer will look at the service. Think of product size, styles, attributes, and the like, and how well these fit the specific consumer needs. What do consumers want with reference to your product? You need to have a very good insight on who actually makes the buying decision and what drives it. They buy and use your products and services. There are many players in the consumer decision process, especially for non-routine purchases. You need to know who are the influencers, who are the information keepers, who are even the gatekeepers in some industries, in some product categories. They are gatekeepers, people who don't want information about products to be known by certain members in the decision-making pool, let's say like within a family. Then they are the buyers and they are the users of your product. All these people are very important. All these roles could be represented by one person, but at times they are represented by different people. For example, in family and household purchases, different buying roles are played by various people in the family. So for example, a subscription for Netflix may be proposed by a teenage son, but the buyer may be a parent. And the users may include several members of the family. Think about situations like buying a family car or house. There are husband-wife dynamics in such situations. But if you're selling a personal use product, it may not involve many people. And this information is important in helping you to clarify who to target and to know where to direct your communications and other marketing effort. You don't want to be spending all your time and your marketing money focusing on the wrong person who has no decision-making power. You need to know the kind of places where customers buy or use your type of product. That is, the outlets that they buy from, whether it's online or offline. Where are the people? Where do the people currently buy that particular product? Some products are sold in supermarkets or department stores, others in pharmacy or drugstore, and others in grocery store or open-air market. Understanding this P helps you to manage your distribution effectively. It also helps you to understand how to link with this point of purchase, the outlets, and present information to your customers at that point. It guides you on where to place your products. The main rule is that you need to place the products in the right place in order to connect with the customers based on their regular buying habits. Why do we say this? Because it's difficult to change customer buying habits, and therefore basing your distribution strategy on where they regularly buy at the moment is a sure way to attract and win buyers, or at least the low-hanging fruits. We keep saying in this channel that you start with the less complex situation and then you move to the more complex situations. So that would be a case of less complex. You want to know the timing. When do they buy? This piece concerns the time or location when customers purchase or use your product or service. It's important to know the times when your product or service is needed. You need to understand the demand patterns so that you can organize for product availability at the right time. This will help you ensure that you manage logistics and distribution effectively, and that you don't face shortages when demand is highest. A good example of how this works is to look at how a restaurant will sell more coffee and tea during the cold season and more juice and ice cream during the warm season. You could also use information about occasion of purchase to help broaden customer usage of your product, or to increase the product mix to meet the different situations. You may learn that customers associate your product with limited occasions, and you could work to shift this by communicating to show more suitable situations for using your product. The insight on how customers at the bottom of the pyramid prefer to buy in small quantities and buy more repeatedly or more frequently led to the strategy of micro packages. This has enabled many companies to extend their reach to a much larger number of customers who they could not have reached with the old strategy. These insights are important and can help you get an opportunity to expand your business even into new areas. So there you have it. Thank you for staying with me up to this point. Do like this video and share it with someone you think might benefit from it. Thank you and best wishes. We all need to elevate our mindsets at this time.